Hey you guys, welcome back to A Touch of Trey. So on this particular video, it's just going to be a brow tutorial on these brows right here. You know, pretty bold, pretty sassy, pretty in your face, you know what I mean? So hopefully you learned something and enjoyed. So this video is going to be just the brows for now. I am going to film another video on a makeup look I've been wanting to do. Let's just focus on the brows for now. So as you can see, you know, they're cute, you know, they're a little bit thin, but at least I have some hairs to work with, you know. And let me just make it very clear that everyone has different brow shapes and different like ways to wear their brows and blah blah blah. So this is just how I like to wear my brows personally. I'm going to start by just brushing them out. And I groom my own brows. I don't let anybody touch them. They've been through too much. I'd rather just do it myself. So yeah. So we're going to take the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And this is like something I feel like everybody should do. You don't have to, but this is what I feel like everyone should do. Because you can see that it's kind of undefined right now, naturally. So I like to put concealer to get a defined line so it's easy for me to trace. So I'm just gonna do that now. And I like to put some on the lid as well. See, I'm just following my natural brow, okay? Just like that. I know I use a lot of concealer. I mean, it is what it is at this point. And just repeat on the other side. And notice that I'm getting like very close to just my natural brow, okay? Alright, so it should look something like this. And as you can see a clear line now because we traced it out and carved it out with that concealer. So now we just want to blend that out. And as you can see, we kind of have that line right here. So I just like to take the blender and just blend it in. Just like that. So as you can see, our brows look carved out and defined, and we haven't even done them yet. Like, we have not even touched them or anything. So now what I'm going to do is just set it with some powder, because I am going to do another eyeshadow look after this. So I want to set it and what? Forget it. Okay, so look for any creasing, which I do have. I have my powder ready already. No games played over here. And just blend that out. and then just quickly set that. Okay, so now that we have that set, you can start by taking, me personally, you can use a pencil, a powder, whatever you want. I've been through that already, and personally, I prefer a pomade. So I really love this one from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's in the color medium brown. Okay, as you can see, my hair's black, but I still like to use a brown. I don't like to go too harsh with my brows. I have this brush from Milani. It's amazing because it's really thin and angled, and personally for me, I feel like that's easier for me to draw on my brows with. So I like to take a little bit and just kind of work it in there. And so now I have it fully coated. So now we're just gonna start tracing. Alright, so we got the tail. I don't like to extend it too much with my facial shape, so just, it's all personal preference. Brows are definitely personal for sure. And I like to go back and forth and alternate after every piece of the brow, if that makes any sense, just because it helps me with my balancing and evening out the brow and making sure it's both even equally. And I just like to hold the brush in certain positions. Like, honestly, that's something I feel like I can't teach. Like, you just have to hold it a certain way to get a good grip, and like, you can tilt your head and line it just to follow it, move your brow around, do whatever you're comfortable with. And I'm just ever so slightly just pushing the product in that's already on my brush, just pushing it through my brow. And after I get that bottom line lined, I just like to see if it's even. Alright, so now we can do the top. I just kind of, if you see, my hairs kind of go up a little bit, so I just kind of like to brush them smooth down so I can see my shape more. Like that. It's all about using your natural brow as a guideline. I like to stop where I see the peak of my brow. So I stopped right there, and then I'm gonna go finish off the tail. Okay, so as you saw when it came to my tail, that I kind of, I did this face to just help me round it out and about. You know what I mean? So it looks like that. And then with the front of my brow, even though I already pretty much have a very strong, very square, rectangular brow, I don't like to square it off in the front personally. So I'm going to get a smaller pencil from Clinique in deep brown, and it's called the Super Fine Liner. And I'm just going to, you see how I naturally have like some hairs here? I'm just gonna kind of define them more and kind of mimic a stroke of the brow. And this is the pencil. I use it every single time. It's very thin. I have another one by ColourPop. That is the brow done, the brows. And so what I'm going to do is just sweep them with a spoolie, just to evenly distribute the product through my brow. Okay, and so now as you can see, the brows look more natural and more like just brushed through, and like I woke up like this, all that whatever, cool. But that is the brows done. So hopefully you enjoyed this brow tutorial. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like. Hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you very much for watching.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love